Ken, you won't be in voice for after in a bit, so you'll be okay.
Why do you think
Wait, I've just
Double
realized.
Daddies?
No. I've just realized what?
What?
I've just realized that well, there's a bit of an issue here.
What?
Because every single time I think you've started the stream, it started off with me saying something bad.
Well, maybe it's because you say something bad every 5 seconds.
I never say stuff bad. Like,
Uh-huh.
it's just when it's taken out of context, it's
Mhm.
very bad.
Not even that.
Content. Alright, one more minute and then I can start this.
He's using me.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
are
get
we
a glass
waiting?
of water then.
Alright.
Oh,
They waited
fucking
like
hell.
server.
Should we kick you guys into your different,
I need to discuss stratagems.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Move us down.
Alright, I'm moving you guys.
Thank you.
Alright. I'll stay here with the mutes. Quiet and sweet. I'm gonna move into a different chat in a sec once this thing starts. But yeah. Just gotta wait this 1 minute out, you know, talk about nonsense while this minute goes by. Alright, how do we want to entertain the viewers? I mean, I'll interview you. Are you team captain for this team, Kanker, since you're the only one that can talk? Or do the mutes want to be team captain? Who's team captain? Who should I interview? Eli Cat? Leads team captain? Okay. But popular majority. Alright, what's it like being on a team full of people that can't talk and are absolutely useless to you?
Kind of quiet.
Huh?
Yeah, a bit eerie.
You like the peace of mind?
Feels like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, no, I know. But you guys have like good what's your team comms like? You know, like I'm assuming you're the primary shot caller, and then is Cat like the secondary shot caller for you?
Text caller.
So like when Eli's like, you know, he's under fire and he's like, oh god, there's an Ash on me, there's Ash on me. How does he relay that to you? How well does he communicate with you?
I hear shots, I shoot in that direction.
Okay. Can I start it now? Let's see. Hey, so let me start it now. I die.
Oh, it's Ty watching.
Oh. Alright. I don't even know which chat he's in. Oh, there's so many chats.
Oh, there.
There we go. Okay. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna send invites and move people. Hey Ty, you want to co-cast with me? Alright, there's Eli an invite. There's Stala. There is Gabe. And I'm gonna disable the notifications from chat messages.
It's just some friendly banter, it's fine. Yeah, quite literally, you're all riding cabs.
Okay, is everyone in here? No, we're still waiting on people. What are we waiting on? Stala. Hey Stala, you gotta accept the invite.
Oh, the invite? I didn't know that. There we go.
Oh, am I on the wrong team? That's how do I switch team? There we go.
Alright, so let me give
Why
you
am
guys
I
your
matchmaking
names.
now? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Custom team names on. Blue team is double that. Wait, who's blue team? Blue team's that guys.
Orange team is double daddies.
IKEA dildo chairs. And orange team is double daddies adopt.
Double daddies adopt or adopt? Adopt, I guess. Yeah.
That doesn't fit. I'm
Exactly.
gonna put a W for double. That's the Japanese way. Double Daddies Adopt.
That is not good enough, Omar.
That's what Kamen Rider Double did.
How about DD adopt?
Yeah, but then no one's gonna get the joke.
Hey, do you think Planky's getting annoyed?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't think he's watching the stream. I think he was just seeing your notifications.
No, yeah, no. It's like, yeah.
He asked those two to stop, and
They have not
they
stopped.
didn't.
So did Alex ditch the customs to go play Siege with Ty instead of making it a 4v4? Come on, guys.
Probably.
Probably.
Actually, wait, is he even still playing? He's not even playing anymore.
Yeah, he's offline.
Oh wait, is Ty playing with Sean?
No, he's not.
Prob-
I'm
could
right
be.
here.
Better Sean. I don't know if it's better Sean.
Better Sean. What the fuck?
All right.
His brother's called Sean,
Sure.
and he appears to be in game.
You guys should pick a different chat. I think,
I'm not in many others.
In
I-
what?
Put us
What
in
do you
this
mean?
chat.
guys, you can
Oh,
talk.
that
You can
chat.
talk in. Guys, just talk now in the in-game chat. You can use in-game chat.
Oh, right, those ones.
I'm sorry. I just had to break it in.
Guys, just get off.
What are they doing? Are
There's-
they just on Discord?
They're
No,
they're
Uplay chat.
use Uplay chat and it's pissing Ty off because Ty's in that chat and he's getting annoyed at all the
Oh.
notifications.
I mean,
Welcome
he's
to
probably
Uplay.
left by now.
Now
He
he's still in the chat.
Alright, how are we
Oh,
looking?
fair enough.
I'm waiting
Pretty
on the
good,
two
thanks,
to stop messing around and just talk in the in-game
about to
chat to
start,
each
or-
other. Yeah, we are.
I'm not quite sure, mate.
Is Omar there?
I'm
No,
here.
he's
Can you
not.
not hear me?
Okay.
He's not. He's gone, dude.
Can you not hear? Oh, whoops! I wasn't tabbed in. Guys, talk in the game chat already so that Ty stops getting annoyed. All right. That.
You
Okay.
didn't spell IKEA with all caps. You really should do that.
Oh, it doesn't deserve it. It's not real.
What do you mean?
No, seriously, Cat, can you guys stop? I don't want Ty to get more pissed off with you guys than he already gets. Just stop, okay? You guys can do all your messages in in-game chat.
And here we go.
Misbehave.
Good pile of friends. Very, very much. Isn't
Much
Cat
better.
like 23?
All right, everyone good to go? Everyone good to go? I have to keep
Uh-huh.
alt-tabbing into the game.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna leave their call and I'm gonna start it.
Oh boy.
All right, lads, welcome back, dude. This
He's in
nonsense.
Sleepy Time Junction now.
Let's have fun. If I can hit start, there we go. First map of the day is Clubhouse. We have IKEA Dildo Chairs versus Double Daddies Adopts. Double Daddy Adopt. Double Daddies Adopt? I don't know. Basically, they adopted a weirdo. Let's see how the pick and that ban phase goes. There is no pick because they didn't want 6-pick, but there is a ban phase. And there, meanwhile, we see the players trash talking with the ultimate sportsmanship. Let's see how it goes. And the first ban coming out from Double Daddies is Ash. That is a target ban to Kanker if I've ever seen one. Alright, we're going to see what IKEA Dildos Chair's first ban is. We can see the sportsmanship really coming out from Kin. A thermite ban? That is interesting. I guess they really want to focus on holding certain walls. That's a very strategic ban. And will also hit a couple different players, particularly Kin on Double Daddies Adopts. Although they do still have plenty of HIB play available to them, and Mav is still on the table, so it's not like they'll be lacking in hard breach. But that was definitely a target ban towards Kin. And a Legion ban. That's an interesting ban to see come out from them. I guess it's just that they don't want to deal with a Legion, but I'm not actually sure that anyone... Well, Kin owns Legion, but I don't think you were going to see any Legion play come out from Double Daddies Adopt, just from what people own. I know Gabe doesn't own him, and neither does Stalos, so that was really just for Kin. And Double Daddy's adopt ban Smoke. It's an interesting ban to come out to. That's gonna. It makes sense considering the stronger Smoke players are probably on IKEA Dildo Chair, and Smoke's such a strong operator that they want to shut that down. Alright, now we're gonna see what the picks are. Looks like the defense is going to be going down to Church Arsenal first. Stala's going to start off with his new operator, Echo. Echo's a very strong operator on a multitude of sites, but they don't know that. They're all scrubs. I see that we have quite a bit of a, I think a rush coming out from the attackers. No, they've all... A lot of utility available to the attackers and a lot of strong fragging operators. Meanwhile, we see on defense, they've decided Stala's gone back to his ACOG of Doc. And they brought out the roamer with Cav, and they seem to be trying to go for potentially some interesting castle strats. Alright, so now give me a moment to learn how to use this thing again. Alright. Oh, so those buttons, okay. We can see them just doing a typical setup. The basement, if we go out, take a look at exactly how their setup's going. Looks like they're going for a pretty standard reinforce on the church wall. Looks like Kin has taken care of Dirt Tunnel. It's going to be interesting to see where he puts his castle barricades down. Well, we have Gabe potentially going on with Rome. Okay, looks like they're going to be locking out Blue. Try and delay any potential push from Blue.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
We think it looks like the attackers might be going for a garage push, potentially, possibly to drop into Blue from garage. The ally is running stuns, actually, which is unique for him. He's typically someone that you'll see on those breach charges. Looked like Kanker was potentially going for a dirt push, but he didn't quite realize that it was going to reinforce. He's going to call back Hib, possibly, to go and take out that wall for him. And it looks like, yep, she's going to be going towards that construction wall to help him get in through Dirt Tunnel. Looks like they're all going to be rotating now. Enable that. Meanwhile, we have the Cav hiding in Bar, hoping that she doesn't get droned out. Then she gets some kills or possibly even an interrogate.
Bomb located by attackers.
Oh, looks like they've taken out the kitchen hatch. You saw Kin playing below it. We'll see if he can get any picks onto that, though. Oh, Kanker spots the leg of the castle. Oh, he spots the leg of the castle again, but he just can't land his shots. Quite unfortunate. He's going to be holding that rotate, hoping that someone comes by, and he sees someone. He gets the down, but does he know? Oh, and the dock has already picked back up the castle. Oh, and he's been taken down, and the Cav's going for an interrogate right now. Oh, but Hib's able to get the save. But unfortunately, he'll take out the kills. So good job well done from the Cav. Getting that down and getting eventually the kill just through the magic of a quick team kill. Looks like the Ying's going to be going for a drop from Hatch. Now Yinging in, flashing in. She has now gained sight control. Oh, but unfortunately the Hib goes down as she does that. She's holding the angle. She sees the castle but doesn't manage to land the shot. She checks another Candela out. And it looks like she's now going to push the castle. Trying to figure out where the castle is. She sees it. Just can't connect enough shots. And the castle will take down Cat. And that'll be a quick round for the defense. First round goes to Double Daddy's Adopts. And now we have the sportsmanship coming out from the enemy team. This is the ultimate in sportsmanship. Looks like the attack is going to keep the same strat, and it surprisingly, we see the defense going to bar stock. Very gutsy decision, considering it's the worst site on this map, but we'll see. Perhaps they have some master strategy ready for this. Wait.
Bomb located by attackers.
Oh, numpad doesn't work. So they've done your typical blowout all the stock. They've got one ACOG, which a 3v3 is about, you know. They could invest in all ACOGs, of course, but then you might be giving up on some of the potential intel and roam sheet.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
Interesting to see where Kin decides to put down his cams.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Okay, he's definitely going for a couple
Attackers are
exterior
heading
cams. He's got one exterior cam in place. Let's see. And his last cam looks like it's going to be able to watch the into of the site on the stock side. Oh, it seems the cat switched off to a blitz before I noticed, so it looks like they're going to be going for just that hard push on the stock. This might actually work out really well for them, provided they don't get caught off guard by any potential flanks or runouts. But with the smoke and the shield to be able to play in there, it looks like a immediate flash. I think she was trying to ping and accidentally flashed. Gonna be pushing in now. And see if they're actually paying attention from their hole. It looks like the Blitz is just in stock, and she's just going to be pushing up. She sees the alibi decoy, but chooses not to shoot it. And she's probably just realizing that they, in fact, have site control. And it looks like the Hib is the one with diffuser. She hears that Nitro Cell come out, and manages to avoid it. And meanwhile, Kinker gets a quick pick off, and that Blitz is down from Stala. Holding the angle with the ACOG. Unfortunately, we missed all of those kills. My bad. And looks like Eli will get the refrag onto Stala. And Diffuser's going down, and it's going to leave the Valk, but the Valk's on the run out, and she manages to jump out using her cams, and she now has Diffuser down. She's going to go back outside and jump back into the Blue Stairs room. Putting this in a 1v1, and she's getting those pings on the location of Kanker. She'll be checking her cams, seeing if she can find out exactly where Kanker is. Donato's Valk is going to be holding this angle, expecting to push to Blue Stairs, but that's only if Kanker knows exactly where Kin is. He's currently just droning out bar, trying to figure out if it's clear. We'll go for the push. You'll spot the bulletproof camera, but unfortunately there's not much he can do about it right now. Just going to be checking for any potential runouts. He spots the black guy, and that'll be gone. That's some of the intel for Kin off of the board. And now it's still Kanker and Kin in a 1v1, but the clock is clicking down. He still has 40 seconds, plenty of time to work with, if he can get Diffuser. But he still also has to make a plant go down, and he doesn't quite know the location of the Valk. He spots the other black guy, and the Valk jumps out, and manages to get the shots, and Kanker goes down, and that'll be another round one with some nice sportsmanship controls coming out from Kin. I'll set the early round pace in the favor of Double Daddy's Adopt. We have the major sportsmanship coming out again. The ultimate in sportsmanship. It looks like Cat has just decided on a full-blown Monty push instead of working with the Blitz.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, we'll see where Kin puts his Valk cams this time. He's been very influential in these games. He's so far going 4-0. Top fragging heavily for his team.
Bomb located by attackers.
And he'll spot one drone and take it out. Decides exactly where he's going to be putting his cams. Looks like he's going to be setting up a lot of cams outside of the prep phase.
5 seconds
Awesome.
left before insertion.
We might see a potential... Okay, he's going to set up one cam of construction, which is not bad in case they do decide to go for a construction push. Looks like he's going to set up the next one on the balcony, so he can potentially go for those runouts from Gym Bedroom before barricading off the wall. The last cam we might see go into Garage. It looks like they didn't fortify all of that exterior wall, which might get taken care of very quickly, rendering that bulletproof cam potentially pointless.
Camera feeder.
But that's only if the attackers are able to realize that this wall has been reinforced. And now Kin's going to go for that late reinforce on the wall. And unfortunately, none of the attackers quite noticed. Just too late for the Monty to potentially get a pick off of that. She's going to fall off and wait for Eli to come up with the Hibana and see if Hibana can open up that wall and potentially get them into cache. It looks like that's going to be their strat. But the Monty's going to just be pushing in from garage, getting full control of garages. There's no one here to contest him.
A bomb has been located.
I'm just going to take out the cam real quick. Not too sure if they got default cam, and now Monty just has window into sight. He's going to jump right in, and Monty's on site, and just completely uncontested. The Doc tries to push up, but there's not much you can do in a 1v1 against the shield. He's going to jump through his rotate, but he's left himself completely exposed, and Cat will get the down. Oh, that was very nearly a kill from the Doc as she turned her back. Oh, and the Cav tries to go for the run-up, but the Monty's ready, and the shield will just deny the Cav, and Kanker will be easily able to get that frag. And that's the first round going the way of IKEA dildo chairs. And we see the sportsman-like behavior come out again. It looks like they're going for quite a different lineup this time from the defense, realizing that their previous one just didn't quite work out exactly the way they wanted, but they can go back to Church Arsenal, and it looks like, actually, as I say that, it looks like the only real swaps, we have Kin going on to Cav instead of Gabe. And meanwhile, we have Gabe switching off to Frost, potentially trying to stop these early rushes. Looks like the Cav is going to go for the typical dirt tunnel reinforce as it did before. And meanwhile, they're going to be reinforcing part of Blue Bar and part of Church, or Blue Bar, part of the Blue Tunnel and part of Church Wall. Fortunately, with the limited reinforces of a 3v3, they're not able to reinforce either wall completely. They'll have to play around the potentially soft walls on part of them, which the Zofia could easily blast open.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left.
It looks like the Cav has been spotted on the drone.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
You see this toxic behavior coming out in full steam. It's going to be interesting to see. It looks like they potentially are going to be going for that kitchen push again. Although maybe they'll put in some dirt tunnel push. It's unclear currently. I doubt that. It looks like the defenders weren't actually able to get any hatches, so makes sense in a 3v3 where there's limited reinforces available. Looks like Kanker's just going to be going in through bar. Or, no. He's rotated around, and this might be a full dirt tunnel push from all three members of the team. If the defenders can read into this, that could be a very quick set of kills on them, as they'll all be lined up and one flank can wipe them out. But at the same time, if they're unable to realize that the Monty is going to be pushing in with some support, and looks like Eli's going to be droning in for them, and now Kanker's going to be pushing in behind the Monty, and yep, this is just going to be a dirt tunnel push, it is. Cat's come up against the first barricade, and she's just looking in. She doesn't quite spot anyone just yet. Meanwhile, we have the Cav rotating around the blue tunnel, and they're just holding in there. We might see the first set of smokes, and now the Cav has now gotten into blue tunnel, so Kin is here in a potential position to contest the push from dirt tunnel, but they're going to be droning it out right now, trying to figure out exactly what's going on and how they can best take this. And meanwhile, the Monty is just in sight, getting as much attention on her as she possibly can, whereas Eli is going for the plant behind the shelves. And the plant is starting to go down, and Monty's going to be blocking it off, and Kanker's going to be holding that angle behind the Monty. And it looks like all the defenders have been funneled into Church, and Camp spots the first Frostman, and she's going to go for the melee on the Frostman, and it manages to work out without snapping her legs. And she's just going to set up, and Kanker, however, has been downed, and Eli is dead too. Kanker's gonna have to withstand, but no, that's an interrogate just for the fun of it. But this is still a Monty in a 1v3 situation. This is still very doable for the defense if she can. Oh, but Frost manages to get the shot as she turns her back, and they're gonna be able to defuse from a surprising round, all things considered.
Defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser. Defenders win.
Alright, we're gonna be going into the final round of the half. Now, Kobas is traditionally more of a defense-favored map, so if IKEA Dildochair is able to take this round, they'll be in decent position going into the half 3-2. Whereas if they're going into the half 4-1, they're not looking too great.
Attackers need to locate.
Alright, so we have a very different lineup coming out from both teams. It seems Kin has decided to switch on to his Echo. And we're gonna see Cat switch to a Jackal. It'll be interesting to see how this works out. And they're also going for a gym bedroom hold this time, which we'll see again whether or not this is going to work out better than their previous attempt at the top floor on Cash. That's going to be droning out from Strip. We might potentially see a Strip push from the Jackal. She's just going to be trying to hunt down these roamers and get those frags.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it. Attackers have located a bomb.
Looks like we might potentially having a south side take, although it looks like they might be going to the flank. So the Cat appears to be going on to the flank, so it's possible she's going to be going in through garage and trying to hunt down and clear out in case there's any real roams, but it doesn't look like anyone's roaming heavily on the defense. So she's just going to get into garage uncontested, which is unsurprising in this 3v3 environment. And she's just looking for footprints as she runs through. Looks like she might just be getting into position for a construction take and just setting up the rest of her team. Meanwhile, Jacuzzi Wall is going to be going down thanks to the Hibana uncontested because there are no bandits or mutes on the table. And Cat finds her first footprint and she's just going to scan it and find out the location of the dock. Oh, but she's been spotted out by the yokai drone and that's just going to cause her to retreat as she's expecting the push from the Echo. And it looks like someone else may or may not be pushing to catch. No, that's just the dock. Oh, and Solo manages to land a headshot as she goes for the peek. Her gun's just not quite at the right level to be able to take down him. Solo's going to check out to see if anything else is in construction. Doesn't spawn anyone. And now Kanker's able to just take advantage of Jacuzzi Wall, who's going to be seeing so close to seeing the back of the Echo. But the Echo managed to spot him on his drone at the last second. And, oh, unfortunately, the Echo also gets the kill onto the Hib, leaving Kanker in a 1v3. Is he managing to light up? He gets the kill onto Gabe. The dock is down, but he'll be able to res himself, and he hears the res going. And unfortunately, is that pistol going to be enough? And he manages to land one more shot at the fleeing Doc's feet, but his position is compromised. We have one full health defender and one at half. Help, and just as I say that, the Doc manages to use another stim pistol and heal himself just up a little bit more. Kanker's just going to have this one little angle to contest from. Oh, and he sees the Echo, but it's too late. And Echo manages to land the shots, and that'll be half complete. And we'll switch on over to defense for the IKEA Dildochairs and see if they can pull this back on their defensive attempt. As you can see on the scoreboard, Kin is pulling away in terms of frags. He's been showing up excellently. On the other hand, on dildo chairs, the kills are a little more evenly spread out, although Cat, playing more the support roles on those shields, hasn't quite managed to land her first frag. It'll be interesting to see now if these guys can get a more
Attackers need to locate
successful
and defuse the
round
bomb.
out of this map compared to their previous round. They are now on the defense, and this is traditionally more of a defense-favored map, so we'll see how well this works out. Cat appears to be taking care of some business, so... Up, and now she's back at it. We're going to be seeing the Valk do the standard dirt tunnel reinforces, and it looks like Cat might be going for hatches, or she might have gotten the hatch. I'm not quite sure. We only saw her for a brief moment. Looks like they're a little confused about how they want to do their setup. Kinker still hasn't deployed his bulletproof camera. The Valk has gotten dirt tunnel, but... Alright, now we're going to be seeing that hatch reinforce. But it's a bit late in the round as the perk phase is now over.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Cat's been droned out in bar. This could go poorly if they catch her reinforcing this hatch. We'll see if anyone's actually rushing, but it doesn't look like anyone's heavily pushing in. It looks like they might be potentially going for a garage take. Hard to tell. Cat's going to set herself up and strip and potentially go for a flank later into the round. And Kenker's going to be using the advantage of this ACOG so that he can hold blue semi-effectively, as the defenders seem to have set up most of their presence on the armory side. Arsenal side. That's going to be going on to this flank, but unfortunately she has yet to spot out anyone. Now it's unlikely she's been droned out. Also not quite certain. She's going to be checking the hatch, seeing if anyone's going for this hatch take yet. And she's possibly going to be running into some threats right now from, yeah, like that might be the Jackal of Kin. Oh, and the cam will give away the location of the Hibana, and it looks like Cat's going to be going for that kill. And she gets the down. She's going to be going for that interrogate. And if she can get that interrogate off before she's killed, and she does, right as she gets down, but that is an interrogate taken care of, and that's going to force both the remaining attackers to pull out of the building, as they only have a minute 30 left on the clock, and they don't want to be contested during the scope of this interrogation. Valk's going to pull up, holding from blue stairs now, as she anticipates that this is the garage push they're going for. And Kinker's just going to be checking cams to figure out if they go for any sort of new pushes. Meanwhile, we're going to see the attackers droning out, trying to really figure out and reassess what their plan is, as they only have a minute left on the clock, and that interrogate forced them out of their positions. And they also lost their hard breacher, which means that Dirt is now completely safe, unless the Hib was able to open up early, and she was not, which is what Kin will notice as he drones it out. Meanwhile, we have Thatcher of Stala pushing in from garage side. It looks like he might be going for a blue tunnel push. He is indeed going to be going for a blue tunnel push. He's going to be checking that angle, seeing if anyone's trying to peek, if he can get any frags here. And meanwhile, the Jackal will take some heavy damage from the Valk and die to a Deagle. And that's going to be Diffuser down as well, leaving Stala into a 1v2 situation with 26 seconds on the clock. And Diffuser down in blue, but he sees the back of the Valk, manages to gun her down, and she goes for the stairs. But that gives away his position to Kanker, who's just not going to be holding this tight angle on blue, waiting for Stala to push, but he gives up the angle right as Stala goes through. Is he going to get the shot? He sees Stala, but Stala manages to rotate around. And now it's 10 seconds left on the clock as they're both pushing each other. Who can win the gunfight is really what this comes down to. Stala's going to push up, and they're just in a 1v1, and this is a messy 1v1, but time is on the defender's side, as neither one is quite able to land the kills in what was a messy 1v1 at the end. And that's going to be the first defense round. Going in the way of IKEA dildo chairs, which brings us to a 2-4 scoreline. You see the memery coming out from both sides. Alright, now as they pick up their operators and potentially going in, we're gonna pop into the comms of both teams for a little bit and let's hear what they're saying.
Hello? Oh. Yeah, next.
Obviously, on this side, we don't really have a lot of conversation, or the other, but
Do we have
We'll hear
anybody who
Kenko
can tell
talking.
that? With Nitro, but yeah.
looks like they're going to be going for the master take, and unfortunately, since they don't have anything to blow between the walls, here Kanker is going to be telling Eli to use this Nitro, so. Looks like they're going to be going for the same lineup
Oh.
as they did before.
Yeah,
I'll pop
that's-
into the other team's
oh,
comms and
shit.
see how they're going.
We're just there, so we know. Oh,
Cat shit. Woo! Alright, so Cat can't hit my joint to save a life. They're in a.
Yeah.
Oh, where? Yeah, there you go. They're gonna go for a spawn peak in the main entrance. Do not spawn there, or if you are,
Attackers have
hide.
recovered their diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse.
I don't know what that is, but you know.
Well, you're with me
I'll
anyway.
do my
don't worry
best.
about
yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right.
it. We're not really professional calls, we just love shitting on fucking dumbass.
Alright, so now we're back into the rest of the main game. As we can see, they're going to be going for this jacuzzi wall to open it up, which is the standard and expected strat. They're going to be thatchering it just in case there's any gadgets or any devices on there, but there's no bandits or mute on the board, so that thatcher's probably not going to find anything of note. Potentially a black eye cam, it might temporarily disable if it had to happen to have been there, and same with a bulletproof, but other than that, there's not really much they can pick out. Cat's going to be hanging out in garage, potentially expecting a push from Cash side, and she's going to be checking cams. Oh, and the Valk has a nasty angle, manages to light up the Hib using that small peek hole in the back of bathroom. And meanwhile, Doc's going to be holding that angle too, expecting someone to push in from there as the peek hole's being used. And Cat spots someone drop in through construction. She's going to rotate around, and this could potentially be a kill. But unfortunately, Kin gets the shot onto the Valk, and that's another down, leaving Cat in a 1v3 situation. But she does have the flank. She's going to down the Finka, take her out with a quick Pokeball, and she's going to peel right off. And she now needs to figure out the best approach to take them down in a 1v2 situation. Luckily for her, the Hib is very low on health, and it's likely that calls and pings are potentially coming out from the rest. She might know about this defuse going down. She's going to be checking the balcony, seeing if anyone's going to be playing there. And she spots the head of Stala, manages to get him down, and this puts her in a very winnable 1v1 situation against a very low health Hib. While she's still full on health, she's going to jump out the window and potentially get a frag, but there's no one there, so she's going to have to rotate back in. She spots the Hib! Oh, and Gabe managed to land the shot at just the last second, preventing her from getting the clutch. And once again, we see the toxicity coming out, and that'll put the Double Daddies Adopt onto match point. They're going to reassess this gym bedroom hold. It seemed to have worked out alright. Unfortunately, two members of the defense went down very early, and while Cat tried her best to salvage it out, getting an impressive 2k at the end. Stala is attempting to salvage some of the toxicity from his team.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Looks like Eli's going to be setting up one camera into construction side, expecting for that push
Bomb
again.
located by attackers.
Which was how the Finka was able to get in and wreak so much damage before Cat was able to catch up with him. That's going to be 2 drones off the board. That's the drone economy, as it's called. That's going to be just making sure that there's no other security cameras that are potentially in play on those TVs, giving out valuable intel. And it looks like the other cams are going to be exterior again. So it's a very similar setup from them as last time. We'll see if it works off better for them. Cat's going to be holding that angle onto garage, potentially expecting that push from garage. But it looks like, again, the attackers are going to be going for that jacuzzi wall take. They've all set themselves up for that. Alright, the Hib's now going to make sure that she can take out this jacuzzi wall without real any contesting. And the drones are going to spot out the locations of 2 of the defenders, which is going to give them a lot of valuable intel. It looks like the Hib is just waiting for the call to take out the wall, and she finally gets it. Cat's going to spot on the roof 1 player. It's questionable whether or not this is the time for a run out, but we'll see what she decides to do with this. You know, the Doc's going to be holding the angles on the stair as Jacuzzi Wall does indeed go down. They've set up in offices pretty heavily this time.
By attackers.
Tanker spots the Thatcher for just a little bit, manages to fire off some shots before rotating off and hoping to get them possibly from a different angle, but he does get droned out. And unfortunately, that drone out is going to cause his teammate to also fall as he's not able to cover. And we see them just getting in. Once again, Cat is off on the roam from the other side. Gabe is going to be able to land the headshot through the wall. And once again, it's looking like a very familiar situation as last time. This time though, Cat's flank has been given away. Pink is going to be holding the window. She is getting pings, so it is possible for her to do this. She knows exactly the locations of some of the attackers. She still has 1v3 situation with Diffuser down. Manages to down 1 of them. Isn't able to land the shot to kill her, but doesn't matter because Kin will get the shot for her. Her position is completely compromised. She's going to be rotating around trying to find... She spots the Claymore out. Manages to pop outside for a spill. Manages to survive as a result of that. Doesn't manage to land the shots though on the Thatcher on his rotate. Switches over to the SMG, but unfortunately Stala will get the shots. And that will be the first map going the way of Double Daddy's Adopts. Alright, now we're going to pop into both comms, and I'll pop in with the losers first, see how they're feeling, and then we'll pop in with the winners. So, how you guys doing? You guys having fun?
I guess, yeah.
Cat, Eli? You guys good for more? Cat, you doing okay? Oh, okay, Cat.
Huh?
So you guys doing okay? We're doing more matches?
Sure.
Yo, Team Double Daddy's the best.
Alright, I'm gonna try and pop in with the other side. Either one of you feeling any more strongly on one or the other?
Don't think so.
How you guys doing? How are the winners doing?
Oh, we are having the time of our
Oh, we're
lives.
doing great.
How's who's the captain?
Me.
Kid.
Kin, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna interview the Kin captain. Kin, how does it feel to take the first map?
Well, there wasn't any sense of challenge, so there's no sense of accomplishment. So
I see you're going for the high ego pro strats approach. We'll see if it pays off.
That's just me.
Was there anything in particular you guys tried or caught you guys unaware?
No.
How did it feel, Kin, to get shut down from the construction take by Cat immediately after? Or gunning down Gabe at the end?
Was that when I was
Oh, it
thinking?
had to be done.
Oh no! See, I had to kill him just to make sure. Well, we have a pact.
Scorched earth.
Scorched earth, I see.
Also,
Sorry, this is Kin's
No
equipment.
witnesses.
yeah. All right.
Alright.
We know what
That
we
shut
signed up
down.
for.
Like when she shut me down, I was totally cool with it. I got 2 kills. I trusted my 2 teammates to handle the rest.
Alright, so you guys good going into Oregon now?
Can we have a little 5-minute break?
5-minute break? Okay.
Like, not yeah. Need to get.
Yeah,
to a
I
break.
need the bathroom.
Alright. I'll let the other team know. So, Double Daddy's Adopts is going to be taking a 5-minute break. You guys are alright with that? Getting drinks and
Okay.
stuff, using the restroom.
Okay.
You guys have any adjustments or potential things that took you unawares you're going to try and remedy going on to the next map? I think Oregon is a map that tends to be more comfortable for you guys too than Clubhouse, so be interested to see what you guys can do with it.
Maybe.
You doing okay, buddy?
I'm fine.
I see Kin was being a real threat for you guys, but you guys work out any?
yeah.
Are you guys working on counter strats with Kin? His gunplay? Or you guys have nothing in mind yet and are just kind of rolling with it?
I'm blank. Easy Killikin, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. During this 5-minute break, might grab some food. I don't want to get food. I don't know. Fish a good food. I don't think I could scarf it down. I don't want to chew on stream. Like, that's just rude. You guys had a couple of close matches between the you guys had it was not a I know the scoreline came out to be what 6-2, 6-3, but it wasn't a 6-2, 6-3 game. You guys had quite a few rounds that were pretty close. Down to just a couple misplays. That
Just wondering,
jacuzzi
on,
peak
when we pushed
was-
construction, that Cav, was she there the whole time?
construction.
We
You mean
pushed,
kitchen when you got interrogated?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's kitchen. No,
Oh, kitchen, then.
she had been rotating around. She was in bar for a large portion of it.
Okay, because I was wondering if I just missed her in the start and.
She was in bar for
was
a large
there the
portion
whole
of the
time.
match and then came in and got you.
Okay, I'm guessing for like blue then.
You had to drone out more to catch her.
Mm.
Well, the cat had some nice flanks. Unfortunately, you guys died so in rough situations twice, but made it work. You almost had that first clutch too. This came down to the 1v1 with the Hib. Which ironically, Cat, I think if you had been using your shotgun like you normally do, I think you would have won that fight. I don't know why you switched to the SMG. I think you're better with the shotgun. Any comments, Cat? Oh, when you guys got the plant from construction? Well, when you went for the plant through construction, Gabe was on Frost. If you're talking about the Monty push, Gabe was playing Frost. He wasn't on Cav. Kin was on
Oh.
Cav for a while. He came through Blue Tunnel. He was hiding garage for a while. So then he did a Blue Tunnel push on you guys when you guys pushed in.
Hmm.
I think one of your problems is you guys are overextending a lot.
Sure.
You want to be trying to get plants off in places that you can easily cover. So like running all the way across over. And you have a Monty, probably has smoke grenades. You can generally plant behind the Monty, run in front of dirt tunnel, and then covering from dirt tunnel is in your favor because they can't flank you. Well, they can, but they'll be detected for 6 years. The attempt. It's happened. It has happened. Surprisingly. But it's rare.
Has it actually?
Yeah, I've seen it happen. But typically it's because teams have so much else on their mind, and the guy that did the run out is just such a good shot, so that when they're not perfectly trained on where he's coming from, he can win that gunfight. Yeah. Maybe I should grow some food. A bite. I'm gonna see if there's anything upstairs, but I don't know.
Do
We'll
that.
see.
One of our teammates is watching the tangerine juice from his fingers, so please give us a moment. Thank you.
Well, Onrak went out for a bit too, so I went to grab something, so it's fine.
I'm just warming up some food, so I might mute for the beginning portion for a little bit, and quickly eat and then move on.
Okay.
Alright, so Gabe's in a phone call anyway. So, got some time. Gives me time to eat some food. You guys are the ones to answer that. Do you give him permission to come talk to you guys? Yes, that in all chat.
Oh god. Sure. I'll grab the popcorn.
Eli, Cat, you guys okay with me moving Kin? Cat, Eli? Eli says meh. You okay, Eli, buddy? You doing alright? Kin wants to come talk to you guys. Gotcha, Eli. Did I move him into the call, or nah?
Sure.
Okay, Cat says no.
Okay.
Oh, Cat's gonna move him herself. Okay.
Hey,
Huh.
how's it going?
Hello.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Keep in mind you are completely on stream right now.
When has that ever stopped me?
True.
By the way, just wonder, could stream see chat?
Yeah, they can see the chat. Yeah, I was commenting on your toxicity the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I got you.
Thanks, man.
I was saying how toxic you were being and the common sportsmanship that we see coming out from you.
Hey, I respect my opponent, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cat, I'm fucking speaking, don't be so rude. Cat, I'm speaking, don't be so Cat, I'm speaking, don't be so rude. Cat, just because you're Cat, so I forget it's
I
like,
must say, I am enjoying this.
you're a twat. I'm trying to bitch ass pussy. Fuck you. Jack.
Please
Hey.
stop. Please
Why
stop
did I
switching.
get- why
Oh
did
my
I get
God,
moved?
This is such awful.
I was
I'm
just
here.
counting.
Oh, hello there.
I was just counting.
Hello.
Why did I get moved?
I don't know. We're all here now.
Why are we all here?
I don't know.
Cats ran away. Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
we're
I got
back.
moved here. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on.
We're back to normal.
I forgive you.
Alright.
Cat, why are you upset?
Who's still moving
Tell
Kin?
me.
Good.
Tell
Are we done with this joke? I'm sick of it already. I'm glad I'm in streamer mode so I don't hear the noises when they gets moved.
Oh yeah. We can hear those. Trust me.
I know.
Is Gabe back yet? Is it?
Alright, I'm back with food. I'll be muted on stream while I eat. I'm gonna. You guys mind if I pop into the other team's comms for a bit, see what they're doing?
No, no problem.
Alright. How's it going, lads?
We're
Going
doing
great.
fine. We're just waiting for Gabe.
Yeah, I got some food while we wait for him, so
Let's
we
go.
finally eat
How's
lunch
the casting going?
slash breakfast slash
There we go.
whatever
Sorry
this
about
is.
that.
Oh god dang
Sorry.
it, Gabe! I just got my food.
Wait. I'll serve him him so it looks like he's still gone and you can eat it. So, I'm really curious. Is Cap set?
Let me eat. One that I'll tell you.
Okay.
I thought that was a long, meaningful pause from it.
I know, right?
I don't think she's that upset. Part of it is because she did mute you or game chat.
She muted me on game chat.
Yep.
Ooh.
So
That's what you play messages for.
please don't. Can you cool it though? Like, I don't want you tilting people off of customs again.
Which I didn't piss people off. Look, if you rewind, okay, you'll see she goes, insult me more. So I oblige. If she can't handle what she asked for, not my problem. She shouldn't ask for it.
Can you still calm it down?
She's
For the
muted me
sake
on
of my
game chat.
viewers, at the
Doesn't
very
matter.
least.
What do you mean, fuck your viewers?
For my sanity, at least.
What do you mean you're sad? You don't have to. You could mute me in game chat as well.
I'm gonna meet you in game chat.
So if you're gonna mute me, Cat's mute me, then it's all okay.
I don't know how Eli's feeling, for the record. I think he seems tired. But might just be straight up exhaustion, not tilt, I'm not sure.
That was a long fucking match. These
It
Pro
was.
League style things are really long.
Have they all muted my game chat?
I mean, I'm not gonna say you deserve it, but
What? Okay. Cat goes, oh, insult me more. I like it. I'm a sadistic blah blah blah. I oblige, and apparently I'm in the wrong. Just because she can't handle it. I was on fire. I was like popping off. I was like, bitch, hoe, slag, bitch. You know, you couldn't stop me. I was like a gallon
actually
gun.
no, the whole time you were just acting like a toxic 12-year-old in Siege that's whining about a player on the other team.
Exactly.
To Kat's defense, she's not a pedophile, so I don't think she gets off at 12-year-old style comments.
Why are you
I
getting
mean-
involved? You're the caster, okay?
It's Cat. You never know on Arax. I'm just
This-
saying it's Cat.
You know, this does feel like favoritism is in place, okay?
Yeah, especially when you were on their comms longer than you were on ours.
Yeah.
I was also AFK for most of the time I was there. I was getting food.
Uh-huh.
And then I came back and I'm like, I should be in your comms now for a little while.
A little while, for like 10 seconds.
I've been in your comms since!
You was in theirs!
I've been in your comms since I just swapped over! What are you talking
That's
about?
it. We're not even in game. This
Yeah,
is you just
I was in
that
their
night
comms for about
again.
as long as I was in their comms while you were
Yeah,
in
but you
game.
come here and pick Cat's side. You're basically still in their com.
Anyway, Ken, he does have a bit of a point.
Don't you fucking start! I swear
my
to God.
point is, if we're gonna grind their faces in dirt, we might as well do it in a friendly way.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Let's say, haha, you guys are.
I
so
want to
silly."
fucking re-roll my team.
Excuse me, we've been carrying you the whole time.
Oh
Excuse
man.
me?
In
Wait.
spirit.
Wait. What two twats were supporting me when I was a
Hmm.
cocky prick on my team captain interview, huh? Huh?
Oh,
But
that was
no.
the interview.
Yeah, that's the
This is
interview.
behind the scenes.
That was for
you
the
know,
show.
Keeping things.
This
keeping-
is for the show. I'm giving a little spice of life into it. Instead of just robot
Certainly
shooting
spicy.
each other. Exactly. God, fucking all you cunts take a cat side. Jeez. Fucking hell. She
I
asked
mean,
for it,
for the
can't handle
record,
it,
while
and
I
it's
was over
my
there,
fault.
my questions
Ugh,
to
God.
them mostly amounted to, so how do you plan on handling Kid?
What do you mean handling me?
Because you were top
Oh,
fragging,
you
we're
know.
obviously the biggest threat. No offense, Gaber, Sala,
Actually, no,
but you did drop 10 frags.
Oh, I know
in
my
my-
place.
In my defense, okay, they had great calls.
Yeah.
I could.
I've
have
never
done
heard
without
Kid
them, but
compliment
still.
someone.
Can we play the game now?
I got 2 bites left of my food. I've been speed eating.
Can't believe they all muted me.
Really? You can't? Okay, Sala, come on. You're on stream.
Am
You're
I?
fucking eating.
I'm not burping.
Oh,
Alright,
Is the-
hey,
Please, you
I just
boring
finished my
cunt.
food,
okay.
so
Perfect.
I'm gonna wash my hands and then we'll go.
Sweet,
Okay.
why have you muted me? I'm trying to be kind to you. I'm trying to communicate to you.
Oh, have you?
That's
Yeah, I
what he
was like-
calls it.
I was like, "Hey, Kanka, how you doing, buddy?"
Just
And
ignore
then
him.
when I figured out that you muted me, I did get a bit offensive and a bit vulgar. I will
Okay.
admit.
Yeah, I muted you like halfway through that match.
Why?
I wonder.
What? I wasn't directing it to you. I
Thinking emoji.
complimented you.
Oh,
I
man.
complimented you. and
Alright,
you
everyone
lied.
are good to go on this team, and then I'll pop in on the Swedes team. You guys all good to go?
Yep, good to go.
Fucking no! I have.
Sorry.
You guys all good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Alright, we're gonna be starting. Any
Fuck
last word?
you!
Maybe I should mute Kin as well. Join the others.
You fucking probably
Sounds
should,
like a
little
good
fucking
idea.
ignoramus.
Yeah, would be probably the best.
I hope you all die in house fires.
Love you too.
Even my own team.
We're gonna just go ahead and
Hey,
start.
His views don't represent our views.
Alright, so we're back at it. Going into Oregon now. Oh, the name just didn't stay the same. Alright, but we're gonna go into the ban phase now. And we'll see if this map's gonna shape up a little differently for the two teams. Oh wait, I want to ask them something. Can I pull this out or no? No, I can't. Okay. Well, they didn't get to quite pick which side they're on, and that's gonna be a blitz ban coming out from the Double Daddies Adopts. Looks like they're trying to shut down Cat's blitz rushes, but they weren't super successful last time, so it could also just be a comfort ban, especially at Oregon, a map where blitz is scary strong. Now we're going to be seeing the first ban coming out from IKEA dildo chairs. Oh, and now we have some actual sportsmanship coming out from... Never mind. Just moving on, it's a Monty ban. That is definitely targeted towards Kin. They want to pull Kin's Mountie out of the picture. Mountie? Monty. I can't talk. I apologize for my casting. Looks like we're now going to see what their first defense ban is. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the Orange team decides that this is the map they want to ban their cavalry. A Clash ban! Looks like they just don't want to deal with shields at all. Despite having Cat and Eli very comfortable playing Clash, they don't want to put up with a shield. So, they've taken out all shields, and there's the Cat ban that was expected at this point. Alright, so now as we go into the pick phase, looks like it's going to be a laundry supply room defense first. Cat's going to be busting out that Blackbeard for the first time. That'll be interesting to see if she sticks this. And Kanker's still playing on that Sophia, even though his Ashe has now been opened up to him, so it is possible for him to go back to fragging with Ashe if that is what he chooses. Kin's going to take the pick that was banned from him previously, Elysian, and hop on there. This will be an interesting round to see how
Attackers
things
need to
shake out.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So far, a fairly standard defense. Kin's gonna take out Cat's drone pretty quickly, but they know that it's now in laundry supply room. Gonna go for that hatch reinforce first and foremost. This is the expected choice right now. And they're also gonna get the walls. So they can shut down that long angle that can potentially be played, especially when a Blackbeard is in play. That'll be that's generally a good decision to make in such a situation.
5 seconds remaining.
Meanwhile, they're gonna just be fortifying these back walls potentially. Yep.
Attackers
They are
recovered their
indeed.
position.
Unfortunately, without a Mirai in play, there's not as much they can do with this. So pop on over. Cat hasn't died. In fact, decided to take on that DMR. Probably the stronger choice of Blackbeard. But this is one of her first times playing Blackbeard, so it'll be interesting to see how her first time playing Blackbeard shakes out. Looks like she's potentially going for a construction
A
site.
bomb has been located.
Yep, she's going to be pushing in through tower and potentially go for that construction site push. And she's just going to work her way through the back. So far, she's been completely uncontested, although there is a bulletproof camera that could potentially spot her out. Oh, and it now has. So her position will be compromised at this point. And the question is anyone going to peek out to try and take her out? It is a Blackbeard, so she does have an advantage in any potential gunfight. So she's going to pull back to bunkers, where the wall has been reinforced, so there's not much destruction she can do. Dave's going to just be watching on the hatch, which has now been taken out, and Kin playing a very, very tight corner, as Cat continues to try and slowly work away for this back take. Although, they're down to the last minute 20 of the round, so they're going to start having to make their execute happen to win this round. This Cat looks like she's gotten the call to just completely rotate off of construction. She's not going to hold that anymore, it seems. No, she's going back into tower. Eli nearly taking out his own drone. Oh, and Cat's gonna be the first one to fall, as I think she went in for that back push, but managed to get shot down. Yep, the Legion was able to take her down at the stairs. Concussions are gonna go out as the final 30 seconds of the round come out. Oh, and the Hib's gonna get a long down onto Kin. As the Frost comes around the corner, manages to light up the Hib. There's no coverage quite from Kanker, but the Hib manages to get the shot, but now Kin is up thanks to the Doc stimming her. And they're down to the last 16 seconds of the round, as they're going to have to figure out exactly how they want to push in. This might just be a last-minute hatch drop. Nope, they're going to go from the stairs. The Hib drops hatch, though, and she's now being gooed,
5 seconds remaining.
and that's going to be the round for her. Stala managed to land the last shot from afar on a good and suffering Hibana. Now, surprisingly, the defense are going to go to Kitchen. They've been busting out the weakest sites, apparently, every time they can. Cats apparently had enough of this and decided to go Lion. What's been interesting is we haven't seen really any smoke plants, which, considering how powerful smoke plants are, especially when you don't have a lot of utility to counteract it, it's surprising that we don't see
Bombs from being defused
smoke
by
plants
attackers.
being played more. Now, it would be interesting to see exactly how they choose to do their setup here. It looks like they are going to do the standard reinforce off a small office, and it looks like they're actually going to reinforce the hallway too, not making that a potential rotate into dealing with people pushing from small office. Which in turn means that should they choose to plant at that stairs, it's going to be very hard for the defenders to try and do a strong retake without just straight up winning gunfights. Although, as has been shown so far map-wise, they have been very good at getting those runouts and those gunfights to work in their favor. Looks like we're going to see a south side take. We're going to push in through the main entrance, potentially. Or maybe straight into bathroom, actually. Yeah, it looks like we might be seeing a bathroom side push. Nope, it's going to be a small office take. Okay. Which is generally the expected take. And we see Gabe actually rotating into bathroom. Potentially getting himself set up for a run out. As Kenker's trying to hold this angle. Does he know about the defender in bathroom currently? Oh, and he's going to spot him out on the drone. That's going to give away Gabe's position. As he's now going to have to figure out exactly how he's going to take on these gunfights that are going to be coming his way sooner rather than later. They just start. Oh, and Cat manages to spot the little head of the alibi. She sees her going for the runner. Manages to light her up a couple more times. The alibi is going to be very, very low on health, and Alliance Scan is going to go out to try and deal with her. They know exactly about her position, but can they get in there and force her out in time? They're both going to be pushing in, and the alibi is in a very tricky position. She's very low on health. Lion's going to be keeping her pinned down, and now the Lion is very low on health. But meanwhile, the Hibana managed to get the first pick onto Stala. Alibi is still very, very low on health, but the attackers aren't in much better position, with only Kenker still at full health. And the Alibi manages to get the flank around and take down Cat. That's the other line charge off of the board, as this Alibi has managed to just survive in bathroom for far longer than anyone expected. But the Hib will be able to get the frag onto Gabe, and now Kin is left in a 1v2 situation with 50 seconds on the board, so the attackers have plenty of time to make this work if they can figure out the position of Kin, who's playing right around the bomb, and he's not going to get concussed, but he's holding that rotate, just expecting little peek. The stun grenade is going to go out. Oh, and he turns his attention away just the last second, but he still sees the head. He manages to spray some shots, but it doesn't look like any actually connected, and he sees Kenker, who's getting pinged, and the Hib manages to come through and take him out through the hole. Good attack from IKEA dildo chairs. Kin seems to be trying to overcompensate for his toxicity last game. And it looks like now they're going to go for a tower defense. It'll be interesting to see, to say the least. Tower is a very odd site to both attack and defend, but Cat's going to be bringing out that... No, she's not going to be bringing out the Ying, she's bringing out the Thatcher instead. Looks like they just want to be able to breach, but Kenker, meanwhile, swapping off onto the Twitch. He's decided, I guess, Sophia's gun isn't good enough to frag with, so let's pick the FAMAS. Meanwhile, from the defense, we have Echo coming back out for Kin. Meanwhile, Gabe has switched on to Frost, and we're going to see... No, Kin is actually, sorry, on Doc, and Echo is being brought up from Stala for the first time. Like he's going to try and switch to a more... information intel-focused role, as they try and do for this tower hold, and just bring all the ACOGs they can, and a couple of frost mats. It's going to be interesting to see how they choose to set up onto tower. They've decided to reinforce off attic. They don't even want to try and play the other half of the building. And they're also going to reinforce some of the potential meeting hall pushes.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
You can see the drone's still going out from both Cat and Kenker. There's not a lot for the Twitch to take out, but the big thing is, of course, those yokai. And if she can manage to get one, which she might, because she did see it pop up for a second. But it's going to back off. So, not quite sure, actually, if the yokai managed to survive encounter with a Twitch drone. was very, very close. It looks like the Twitch drone is still. Yep, both Yokais are still in effect. And now the question is if Twitch can manage to take them out. If there's some drone work being done, that could be a quick wallbang from the window. Cat, meanwhile, just managed to repel in, pick off the frag on Stala, and she is now on B side. She has control, but does she know about the defender playing up top with her? Just holding that angle. She's going to check on EMP, giving away her position, but she doesn't actually see. She's going to spray, but get taken down by Kin, who's playing in that corner, but the Yokai does go down, and Kin is taken out from the Hib up top, leaving Gabe in a 1v2 situation, and Kankers manages to get the final frag onto Gabe, and that's a quick push onto tower. And the attackers will take the next round. So now they get to go back down to Laundry Room Supply Room, which is the map they've won, so it'll be interesting to see if they manage to take the site this time, compared to previously. Cat's going to swap off onto Buck instead of the Blackbeard this time, which if she's still planning on going for those flanks, or even just trying to create some havoc for the defenders, is probably the better choice. Although there's not too much vertical play that can be done. However, only 3 defenders means a lot of those hatches in Meeting Hall will be available for her to take out. Granted, they've already had plenty of destruction just in the form of both Hib and Zofia, so it'll be interesting to see how well this plays out for Cat. It's possible she's just going for those frags from behind. Meanwhile, we see Gabe swap back onto the Alibi, giving up on the Frost. It seems as welcome mats aren't quite working out too much to, I'm sure, Gabe's chagrin. So instead, he's just going to pick the MX4 Storm and fire rate everyone to death as he manages to get 2 drones in the Actually, all 3 drones are now out of the picture. Quite a bit of wasted utility that I'm sure they're complaining to themselves about as they're entering into the screen of shame. But it seems they've also gone for a completely different rotate, instead this time blowing out the closet wall instead of the side wall. It'd be interesting to see if that strat works out for them any better, but they managed to win out the fight fairly effectively before, so we'll see. They're going to be going for that quick reinforcement bunker, but it's at the last second, and Kaker is pushing in. If he pushes in faster, he'd be able to get this wall soft, but instead he's going to drone, missing out on the opportunity to blow up that wall in the Alibi space. As Stala sets up his Yokai, manages to see Cat. He's going to be pushing in for that kill. But both attackers pull off. The Echo manages to light up the Zofia quite a bit as he switches to the Bearing, and just hipfire sprays it, which is an interesting decision. He's going to get back onto his Yokai, see if he can spawn a new one to the door as he pulls right off. And meanwhile, Cat has rotated over to tower, but it seems she's having some ping issues. Or it's a spectator bug. Hard to tell right now. Oh, but our ping has indeed calmed down now. Eli, meanwhile, is going to be going for the standard hatch play, and it looks like we have... The Yokai has now spotted out the location of Hib, and two defenders on low health, but Kanker managed to get the kill as the Alibi is distracted with a drone, giving them the man count, but the health is very, very low on 2 of these attackers, which with the goo mines on the field, this could spell disaster, especially as Buck is 1 goo mine away from being down, and Zofia is not far behind. Still, Echo on the board and Legion, goo mines possibly all over the map at this point, give them quite a bit of utility. Cat's going to be going for that reset, having Kanker pick her up. And meanwhile, we have the Legion. Looks like he's playing aggressively at the top of the steps. Eli's going to drone out, and he sees the Legion on the steps, and he sees just push off. And it looks like they're going for the other reset now. So both defenders will be back up at half health, which with the goo mines all on the board is important. Now the question is if they continue to do this construction take while Eli tries to have most of the attention up front, but he does have diffusers, so if they are able to bully their way in through construction, they will have to just hunt for kills. As Cat appears to be having some ping troubles again as she's just running in place. Or a Yokai manages to hit her, which this could spell disaster as she's having a lot of ping troubles. We'll check in with her afterwards. What exactly is going on? Yep. It does indeed appear that she is just lagging out. But health advantage is still on their side, just barely. Kanker's going to be holding this tight angle as they go down to the last 15 seconds. Oh, he spots the head, but doesn't quite realize as he turns around. Spots the Echo, manages to take him out.
Drop the bomb diffuser.
But meanwhile, the Legion is able to just run off. He just escapes up the stairs, and that's going to be the round as they don't have time to plant.
Operators, you have run out of time.
So as we go into the final round, they're going to try that kitchen dining hall hold again. Interesting decision, especially when they're in 2-2, but this is a match of scrubs. Hopefully Kat, we'll check in with Kat actually real quick, see if her internet is doing all right. Hey Kat, how's your internet? You think it's calmed down by now? Or are you just gonna live with it? Okay. How you guys doing otherwise though?
I don't know.
Okay. Alright. Best of luck. Hopefully you don't lag out too much, because, yeah, that was disappointing. I saw what happened to Kat. Alright. Good luck.
That's 2 down.
You guys can hear you, Xanax, right?
No.
Anyway,
He's not muted, is what I mean.
10 seconds to go.
Where should I place
Any
this?
reinforcements?
the cam, place it
5
place it
seconds
point
to
at this door, so you know, like there.
Yes, that'd be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Alright, so we're gonna pop back in. And we're gonna see exactly how they do this a little differently. They were able to have good success with the kitchen, but unfortunately it looks like Kat's still having quite a bit of ping trouble as she's just rubber banding in place over and over again. Yeah, her rubber banding has gotten kinda crazy. I'm gonna ask if people want to rehost.
Setting breach.
Well, I suppose that's Kat's final decision. We're gonna pop in with them, see if they... Oh, but Kanker's gonna trade some fire off with the Doc, and manage to get the read on exactly where he rotated. Nice shot from Kanker.
Loading new mag.
So, do you guys want to rehost? Because I can just rehost and change the server. And I can put in the old rounds. Counts and everything.
I guess.
Cat. Don't abandon your team like that. You guys sure? I can give you guys a rehost. I don't mind. I'll change the server up too.
Sure.
Cat, you sure? Why are you done? Just because you're rubber banding? Play out the map at least, Cat.
No. No, fuck.
Yeah, but I can rehost the match and put in the old rounds. So you guys don't have to play with the high ping. You sure, Cat?
What's she saying?
She's saying she's gonna wait until this match is done and then she's done.
Okay. Well, to be honest, if so, I'd be done too because it's getting late.
I think everyone is.
Yeah.
But I don't mind switching the server for you guys so you guys don't have bad ping anymore. I'll just switch it to either EUS or Western Europe. You guys sure?
Cat chooses that.
Like that, it'll take me 5 seconds. I can put in the old rounds. Eli, you want me to switch the server? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna get to the half switch. Fortunately, it seems like lag and other such factors are causing problems again. There's not much that can be done about that, unfortunately, as the team doesn't want to rehost.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate bombs.
Cat's gonna be going for the traditional Mira setup to try and hold us back. Wall. Oh, she's gonna actually use her C4 on the wall. Interesting decision. Giving up that utility. Guess she just decided she doesn't quite have the time to shotgun out everything.
Planting toxin.
Quite a bit of late setup coming out from the IKEA dildo chairs. Looks like the mute's gonna be taking the place of a smoke and holding on to the front mirror. Meanwhile, it looks like Ken is going to be pushing in with the 417, surprisingly, from the bunker side. And it looks like this is actually going to be a full-blown construction
Attackers
side
located
take.
a bomb.
Fortunately, he's going to find his Twitch drone has been jammed up by a mute. He's going to probably ping, possibly, for the Thatcher to get rid of the mute jammers. So he's able to push in. No, they're just going to... They're gonna start pushing, which is gonna bring them right into line of sight of Cat's Mira setup. The Cat's on the front and is okay. The mute has now rotated off to the back Mira, and yeah, they're all piled up into bunkers. And as they start to do this push in, this Mira window could get them a lot of success. And it looks like they've figured out that there's at least some presence in the bunker. Of interest to see if he can get these picks off of the bunker mirror window setup. This mirror window could come into quite a bit of function. He's going to be throwing out a goo mine and might have been shot out. It's hard to tell. Meanwhile, it looks like at least one member, probably the Twitch of Kin, yep, the Twitch of Kin has rotated over to towers to try and hold from the stairs. And as we come down to the last 47 seconds, the push is going to be coming through. And you can hear the Twitch take the Legion at the top of the steps, which is going to give away her position. And Mute's going to actually abandon the bunker mirror window, and as the mirror tries to rotate around, oh, the Twitch drone's going to take out that mirror window, which is going to make that bunker take a lot easier as the mirror is forced to pull off, no longer having the advantage of our mirror window. But Kenker's going to be holding this tight angle as it comes down to the last 20 seconds. This push is going to have to start coming in now.
15 seconds to go.
And it's just going to be a flurry of frags. The Mute picks up one, he picks up two, and it's one more, and the 3K for the Mute, just holding from the corner, as the time just does not work out in the attacker's favor. And it looks like for the third bomb site, or the second bomb site, the Defenders are going to go tower, surprisingly enough. Instead of Oregon, or instead of the top floor. Just the standard hold. Eli's going to be bringing out his Ella, and it looks like Cat's going to be switching to Echo. Meanwhile, from Kin, we're going to see possibly that Boss G Dokkaebi show up again, as well as the standard Thatcher hib that Gade and Sala have been running thus far. No, it's going to actually be a Mark 14 Doke. With stun grenades, surprisingly. I don't know if Kin quite realized that he's on stuns, or possibly he wants to be. Once again, it's surprising the sheer lack of smoke plants that we've seen go down. Cat's going to be setting up a deployable shield, and it looks like she's intending to hold from up top. She has the P229 on Echo. Not sure if that was a conscious choice or just how the things worked out, but it'll be interesting to see if she's going to regret having not having that bearing with her.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
We're going to see a goo mine get thrown out actually at those front doors, and it's possible Kanker's going to be going for
Attackers
a
have located
rotate
bomb.
over to the front of the building. No, he's just going to be checking out another goo mine there, but there is someone pushing in from construction, it appears, from the attack, which might bode well for Kanker. You see at least 2 people. Nope, it looks like they've all now doubled up onto this door. We're going to have an EMP go out, which will possibly take out those goo mines that have been placed. As they now are trying to rotate, it looks like they might be going for that front push. Cat's going to be spotting that out with her Echo drone. She's just going to be set up trying to hold this angle for the potential push in from Kin. Meanwhile, Kanker's holding that tight angle, and Cat's going to be getting back onto her Yokai, trying to figure out exactly where these pushes are coming from. Meanwhile, Kin is just trying to cause havoc from the different parts of the door, and figuring out exactly what's going on. Meanwhile, we see Stala typing out a message to the Lesion, whose goo mine he's been destroying with EMPs, and he's going to spot out both of them. Looks like he's double checking. His drone has been taken out, so they are aware. And as he slowly starts to rotate, it looks like he's decided not to go for that push onto top floor. Meanwhile, the Lesion of Kanker is going to be dealing with this push coming out from both the Hibana and the Thatcher into the main door. And Cat sees the the Hib, and manages to get the headshot, sending her plummeting to the ground and dropping diffuser in the process. Phones are still ringing as we see the attack figuring out their push for this last minute. And still playing tightly onto this window, and he spots the arm of the Echo. Oh, and manages to get a nice clean headshot onto the Echo, but he is down to half health now as he checks one stun grenade up top and then rotates to the second window of tower. Meanwhile, Stahl is able to get the pick onto the Ela, but he goes down to Kanker's Lesion. Oh, and the goo mine manages to save Kanker's life as he pops out for a quick pre-fire, hearing that go off. He's just going to be holding that angle quickly and tightly as it goes down to the last 35 seconds. Oh, and meanwhile we see the Dokkaebi playing that tight angle underneath the door. Not really much you can do to contest that as a Lesion. So he's just going to pull off, pulling this down with the last 20 seconds. And we see the Doke actually rotating around, but the window breaking is heard as the Lesion fires off some shots and pulls further in. That Elamine's going to slow him down even more. We see the goo mine fly out. Oh, and Kanker pops up for the shots. The goo mine's going to actually prevent any potential plant. He's just going to have to plant. He doesn't have the time, but he fakes it. He pulls off. Oh, and as the last 0 seconds go down, they are out of time. And the defenders will take another round, putting IKEA Dildoshires in the lead for the first time in the match. 1 round away from match point. And it looks like they're going to choose to go for Kids Dorm and Dorm's main hall, which is generally the smarter decision. But winning that tower defend gives them a good advantage going into this half, as now they'll be able to return to Laundry even if this doesn't work out for them. It looks like Kin's going to be swapping onto that glass. I think we might finally be seeing some smoke strats. And in fact, with the fuse coming out from Stala, we might be seeing a lot of smoke play.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Meanwhile, the Thatcher wondering exactly how many goo mines have been put into play. Looks like Cat's actually going to be swapping off to Valk, trying to provide some valuable intel for her team. And it looks like this time Eli has been the one that's been popping off, whereas the kills on the attacker side seem to have stagnated for now. Yep, we're seeing a lot of smoke grenade play coming out. It looks like we're going to be seeing our first real smoke plant strats coming out from this enemy team.
5 seconds to insertion.
As the reinforcers go down, it looks like we might potentially have Cat being the one that's going to be swapping to. Yep. He chucks out one cam and then barricades off the big window, and it's possible she's going to be rotating over to small tower to try and potentially get some fix if they go for the big flag or big tower. But Kin's going to actually be setting up on the rappel outside of small tower, and now he's just going to be sitting up top on the roof and possibly taking out those big big window. Meanwhile, Cat, it looks like she's instead decided to rotate off, going back to site. And now they're all three are back on site. As Cat realizes, though, she still has a cam that she needs to throw out. Meanwhile, Glass has gotten the big window opened up, so he's going to be able to peek in and watch for any potential plays and possibly set up for their smoke plant when they choose to go for it. Oh, and this black eye is going to be spotted by Stala, but he's going to take quite a bit of damage, probably from the Val, because she possibly did the run out. And that's going to bring him down to half health as he tries to hold the main tower. Cat, meanwhile, is going to be setting up a nitro cell, and looks like she might just be laying in wait for a potential push in from the fuse. Fuse is going to spot out the nitro cell though, so that's not going to have much use, and she's going to spot out the Valk as well, causing Stala to reassess exactly how he wants to clear out Jump Tower, as time is ticking down. The first set of smoke grenades, however, go off as the Glass is trying to hold that angle tightly onto it. He has the ping on the Legion's location, and he's just going to rappel on in, probably hitting an Elo mine, actually. No goo mines are set up on the window, and he's just going to be inside. He's going to be holding the White Tower hallway. It's unlike, it appears no one quite is aware about his position. He's just completely gained control of B-site. As we hear the nitro cell go off, it's not going to get anyone, and Cat will meanwhile be downed, I think, by a fuse cluster charge. Meanwhile, Kanker gets the pinks, and a nice flick to the Hibana's head will put them in an even man count, although Cat is still technically alive. It's unlikely she's going to get picked back up, as the Glass is holding that tight angle, and he manages to get the shot off onto Kanker. Doesn't quite realize his position, putting Eli into effectively a 1v2 situation as he is far off site. And it looks like instead, no, he's going to actually be going for the res onto Cat. Meanwhile, from the attacker's plant is going down as the Glass manages to get it down. And more smokes are going to be thrown out, and they're just going to try and bottleneck the attackers, as there's a lot of smoke set up on the big window, preventing a potential flank from Cat. Well, the Glass is going to be holding a tight angle onto the hallway from Kid's dorm, and Stala has decided he's going to set up a cluster charge. It looks like Kin has told him, no, I'm still in here. Oh, and Stala goes down as Cat does the run out. Kin's going to have to keep his attention. He pulls off of the angle for 1 second. He's getting lit up by Cat. Oh, and Eli manages to get the shot onto him and starts to defuse, and it looks like the defenders are going to be taking this on to match point, as they are up 5-3.
Bomb defusing attempt failed. Defenders win.
And it looks like for the match point defense, they're going to be going back down to that laundry room defense. No Mira this time, though, which is surprising considering how much success that Mira window, it just gave them a lot of pressure. Granted, it was taken out by the Twitch drone eventually, but the sheer amount of pressure and the halt it did to that bunkers push is what brought it down to those final couple seconds that the mute was able to get those kills. However, the the black guys from the Valk seem to have been getting a lot of effective. It seems like the team IKEA dildo chairs have been getting a lot of use out of those black guys, and just the sheer amount of intel they have thanks to them. So it's not too surprising that Cat has
10
decided to
seconds
stick
remaining.
onto the Valk. Fortunately, she will not spot the Glasses drone hiding behind the
5 seconds
bunker.
remaining.
But she's also unhappy with that cam apparently, as she's going to decide
Attackers
to
have
throw it
recovered their diffuser.
somewhere else to watch
Attackers
that
must
hatch.
locate and defuse a bomb.
Meanwhile, Kanker's going to be setting up in the more of the bunker side, setting up some good goo mines to potentially slow down any potential pushes from bunker. And Cat's actually going to be setting up a black eye there too, likely for the same position, because I think they're expecting this time for that bunker's take. And they're going to actually be pushing into tower. It's currently unsure if they actually know about the location of Cat playing on Valk inside a tower, and she's too busy on her drones to potentially realize that she is about to get pushed. Meanwhile, Kino's worked his way into bunker, although he keeps pulling out. They are both in the room with each other, neither aware of the other's presence. If either one got off of cams or just looked around, this could be a quick kill. And as Cat comes around, I think she might hear. They are close to each other. And Cat goes for the jump. Oh! And the Lion sees Cat, but he managed to potato every particular shot he could land. And unfortunately, he will get the kill finally. However, the Lion is very, very low on health as he just potatoed every potential shot on the Valk's head, costing the life of his fuse. It's an even man count, but the Lion is hurt, and with Goo Mines on the board, his health is likely to just go down even lower. And smokes are, more importantly, off the table for the Glass as the fuse is dead. Kanker's going to be holding, waiting for this bunker's push. He's waiting for the smoke to dissipate as the Glass runs into yet another Goo Mine. They've been set up all over the place. And it's starting to feel like the Legion ban was really more of a detriment to Team IKEA Dildo Chairs than a boon, and they were the ones who banned him. The first line scan, however, does go out, so it looks like at least some level of a push is going to be coming through. And, interestingly enough, the attackers did not bring a hard breach. Oh! And the Glass is going to miss his shots, and that's Diffuser down at the top of steps, putting the Lion that is already on low health in a 1v2 situation with Goo Mines all over the board and Diffuser down. A Nitrocell is going to be set up, and thanks to the Black Eye in that position, it's likely he's just going to be waiting for the call on when to blow it and just get a free quick kill that way. This is again map point. So the Lion is going to have to do something to keep his team in this game. As he drops in, thanks to the benefit of the line charge. He doesn't see Kanker though, hiding in the corner, and that's a quick shot, and he is dead. Alright, I'll moving everyone into one collective call, and we're going to be seeing how people are feeling.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, so how are people doing? How are people feeling? I know Cat's done, so I don't think there's more games, but
Yeah,
I think that's a good note to end on.
yeah.
Yeah,
What do you guys think?
that's impressive.
Amicable draw.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think? Thoughts, comments from either party?
What?
Just thoughts or comments from
I
either
did
side?
not expect you to come up the stairs, Cat. I genuinely did not think
At the
I
end
would
on
do
tower?
that. Yeah.
When she came down the stairs because Gabe and Kat were in the same floor, meters away from each other, while Kat was on her cams and Gabe was
Are
looking
you
through a hole in the
serious?
stairs. And then as Kat dropped down, Gabe potatoed every shot on Kat,
Oh,
and
it was
Kat got an
terrible.
easy kill onto Sala and nearly killed Gabe too. It was depressing, Gabe. I'm sorry. It was also depressing for both of you for neither one to realize that, hey, I'm not alone on the floor. Like, I don't think you realized you guys were right next to each other, and neither one of you realized. It was
Alright,
impressive.
Omar, benefit of caster wall hacks. Come on.
It was impressive. You guys were just in the same floor of a tiny ass room, not knowing the other was there. But yeah, anything either side wants to say or talk about? Any complaints? Other than ping, I'll pick a different server next time. I think that was too beneficial to one side.
Yeah, could have been.
Yeah, pick Greenland next time.
Yeah, I wish. But yeah, how are you guys feeling?
I enjoyed it.
I'm
I
okay
think
with
that
that.
was Dabby
fine.
Dozy.
That's good.
Mutes, what about you? I haven't seen messages. Yeah, Eli's tired. Cat? Cat still here? Alright.
Think so.
Any questions for the other team? Anything yourself wants to say? Other shoes. Yeah, I know. I saw. I won't pick that server again. I think that was bad for you and Eli. Which is surprising because it is closer to you than the normal server. But I think maybe we should just stay on EUS because that seems to work for everyone.
Works fine for me though.
Even if most people are European.
Well,
No one
the
seems to have
thing that Eli
significant
had
problems.
about it being like 100 to 150, that's normal.
Well, apparently, I think he was gonna ping spikes was the bigger thing for him.
Huh.
Yeah, questions for the other team.
And Cat was definitely rubber
Did you-
banding.
Did you guys enjoy that bit where I was alibi hiding in the bathroom?
I'm amazed you lived for as long
Showers.
as you did. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
They droned you out, they were pushing from two sides.
They
And
were
you just...
lioning.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Did I get one of them? I can't
Yeah, no, you killed one of them. Yeah, you got Cat, you got the lion, and you hurt
Right.
Kanker a lot.
For a long time,
That's
I
good to
forgot that it was actually like a window going directly into the bathrooms. So I tried like going around by the stairs instead.
Yeah.
Stupidly enough.
You guys picked the weirdest sites too, going for kitchen holds. I don't know. The kitchen's the worst site on that map.
Is that? Isn't
yeah.
Tower the worst?
Tower sees more play than kitchen now.
It does.
Thing about
it
Tower
does.
is it just turns into a gunfight. It's not a great
Hmm.
site, but kitchen is just attacker favored.
Oh,
big
by the
time.
way, I love Goose.
Yeah, you were just
Goose.
mining everyone.
Gabe, like
me.
every time you Thatcher that, I just threw one under.
I wasn't that
But
sure.
he wasn't
No,
Thatcher,
I
that
was
was Solo.
Thatcher.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, oh no goo mines. I just threw another fucking green peat because it's fun.
Like I heard you throw the Thatcher, so I got ready to throw another. Like instantly.
Yeah, Cat, you
Okay,
had some
here we
good
go
cam
again.
setups.
I think I threw,
Damn it! I don't know this doorway's mine.
I threw 4 goose in that one spot by that door.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You also were throwing like goose all over the map so that when Kin was trying to push in with glass later, which by the way, I'm surprised it took you guys that long to decide, oh, maybe we should bring smoke grenades to plant in a 3v3 situation. You guys spent an entire map not bringing smoke grenades, and then
Don't look at me. I don't have anyone who
IKEA
can bring
dildo chairs
smokes.
didn't bring smoke grenades the entire time they were on attack. It wasn't until like the final 3 rounds that you guys were like, oh, maybe we can use smoke grenades and get easy plants.
I should probably get fuse at some point.
Nah, not fuse. If you want smoke grenades, you have Capital. What are you talking about? You have the best smoke grenades. They're not stoppable by ADS.
Please no.
I'm gonna.
I was amazed at the lack of Capital in Oregon because he's so strong on Oregon. I was expecting at least some Capital play.
I don't know the picks.
See y'all around.
All right, see you,
See,
Stella. Did you guys have
Good
fun though?
game. Oh
Did I what?
yes.
Did you guys all have fun though?
Yeah, it's fun.
Cat, Eli, I know you guys were a little tired and stuff, but yeah, nice job on the mute hatch thing. But Cat, did you have fun though? At least, even though you were rubber banding. Eli, did you have fun even though you were on pink spikes? Eli says sure. Cat.
Asking the audience stuff is just a bad idea. I'm just saying on Arax.
Yeah, I hope so too. Well, I'm gonna pick a different server. NEU just doesn't work apparently.
Alright, anyways, see you boys around.
Alright, see you guys.
Double daddies forever.
Yeah. Pro League awaits.
God. Alright, I'm gonna stop the
Just
stream
you
now
wait,
too.
boys.